Hey everyone, Greno here, and today I'm here with some Monster Hunter news. We just got a patch that released today that addressed some of the issues we had and that also nerfed the POLLEN farm. We'll go over all the changes one by one, discuss them, and try to explain what they might be. So right now I'm looking at Reddit because they updated the website and they kind of like merged the last patch note with the new one. So it's hard in this list to see which one is from the new patch, which one is from the older patch. So that's why I'm looking at Reddit, because they still have the version with only the new patch in there. So first thing first, the meal invitation event at Azuz and Seal does not occur on some occasions. So yeah, that happened to me so often. Like you see the icon popping on the map, you open the map, you go there, and there's no meal. There's nobody to give you a meal. It's good that it's fixed because it was quite frustrating. I don't know if it's completely fixed. Next up, this is a big one. An issue occurring when using equipment loadout, causing decorations to be removed from equipment, bowgun customization being reverted back to default, and kinsec reverting to the initial rarity. Now, I didn't experience that. I only have 2 or 3 loadouts that don't really reuse the same decoration. So my assumption is that happens when you share decoration between loadout. There's probably a bug in the code somewhere that doesn't swap the decoration properly. So if you're someone who uses a lot of loadout, you probably experienced that issue. Well, that is now fixed. Next one, when cutting off monster parts, the parts change into a monster part from a different monster. I definitely didn't experience that. That's quite funny. You could kill a Chatakabra and get some Arkveld part or whatever. That's quite funny. But no, that didn't happen to me, unfortunately. Okay, next one. Gravios does not gain resistance to flinches after breaking X-Part. Well, that's sad that they fixed it. I don't like Gravios that much. Honestly, like, I think all the monsters in Wilds are amazing besides Gravios. But in every game, I never really liked that monster. It's okay, I can fight it, but it's definitely not one of my favorite monsters. But hey, all the monsters in Monster Hunter are great. It's just the bar is so high that Gravios has to be lower than the others. Okay, next one. An issue which may cause crashes or some monster to act strangely under certain conditions. So I think I've seen that. If they're referring to the Jiggly stuck in the ground thingy, I've seen that with Jindahad, who got stuck on a wall or on a passage that it just starts to jiggle and get stuck there and act weirdly. I don't know if that's exactly what they're referring to, but if it is, well, that's good because I waited for like 2 minutes for Jindahad to get unstuck, so that was not fun. So hoping that's what it is. We're gonna have to confirm that as a community. All right, next, some skills are unintentionally activated under certain conditions. Now this one is pretty interesting. We know some skills are not working as intended, as in they're not activating when they should be, at least from what I've read. But now they're saying some skills that are unintentionally activated. Sorry if I totally mispronounced that. I don't think this is the issues with critical element or flare that people have brought up. I don't think this is it. I think this is something else. What it is, I don't know. We'll have to dive a bit more deeper to understand that one. But what that tells me is that sometimes you had a skill that would just trigger for no reason or for the wrong reason. And so that has been fixed. So next one, some items as rewards can be obtained repeatedly under certain conditions. Now, this is a bit weirdly phrased, but what does it mean is that before in the Pollen farm, you could restart your game and it would load up in a day that's just before the full moon. So you could just restart your game, rest once, or enter, not even rest, just enter the quest once, and you would be able to get a full moon right away, every time, guarantee it, without needing to rest a bunch of time to get that full moon. So that has been fixed. If you restart your game, you won't end up in a full moon day anymore. But I believe you could still do the farm with the manual resting. I don't see why it wouldn't work because they're just items spawning on the map. It was quite broken, so I'm not surprised they decided to address that pretty quickly. Now, guys, we're back to actually hunting monsters to get those golden Mendy tickets, which is what the game should be about anyway. So if you're pissed off about that fix, well, don't be. Just don't be. The game's supposed to be hunt monster and not collect Pollen Simulator 3000, so good thing that it's fixed. Next one is when trying to catch a fish with a capture net, the fishes nearby do not swim away from the fishing spot. Now that's quite a big one too. So before the patch, you could just catch your net where there's a bunch of fish and you would all catch them at once. So, but now it seems like you can only catch one or maybe a couple one, but the other that are one will swim away, so you will miss them. So that's how it should be. That's how it always has been in Monster Hunter. So it was just a bug that they didn't do that. But now it's fixed. Maybe we'll have to revert back to fishing rod fishing. I don't know. But yeah, it's now working the intended way. Next one, an issue where main mission chapter 5.1 omens cannot be progressed. So if you experienced any issues during the main story, progression blocker or anything, that should be fixed. Next one, Palico support move. Attract Viger Wasp may cause the hunter to become unresponsive to some control. Well, that's just Monster Hunter. Like I press a button and I can't do anything for 4 seconds. That's just expected. No, I'm joking. This was a bug that would literally freeze your hunter into place. I didn't experience it. I've never seen it, but I'm glad it's fixed. Next one, when scrolling through the quest list, only the first 20 quests are shown correctly. I'm not sure what they mean with only the first 20 quests are shown correctly. That's pretty vague, but hey, that's fixed if you had any issue with that. And the last one, an issue which may cause the game to forcefully shut down when starting a game with save data that encounter the force quit. So again, that didn't happen to me, but if you had issue booting up your game after a crash or something, might be worth checking out. It might be fixed. Alright, so the link to the patch notes will be in the description if you want to read them by yourself. And I hope you appreciated this video. Don't forget, drop a like, subscribe if you like this type of content. If you didn't, well, don't do it. I'm not forcing you. If you did enjoy it, it would really help me if you could leave a like and subscribe and maybe watch my other videos. Maybe you'll like them too. But hey, it's been Greno. Hope you're having a nice day, and as always, happy hunting. Bye bye.